Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter 2. I will try and be in a better mood. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'm going to try. I'll try my best, I really will. Why can't I move?
Yes?
Hells. Was that alright?
Okay, why can't I move? Well, this wasn't a setup. This really is a blind LP. This is not a setup. But I can't move past there. I don't know why. Why couldn't that be a area transition? I assumed it was. Very stupid of me. I mean, they programmed all these doors, and you can't go through them. And then that bit where you clearly can go through. Ugh, I'm not even going to explain it. Absolutely pathetic. I mean, did anyone play this at all? Ever? Did a single person play through this game in the a million official patches they had? Would it really have been too hard work to put an area transition there, where there's clearly a gate out of the village? It's you. You're the ones who will destroy Ember. Mate, absolutely nobody could destroy Ember. This place is like a fucking impregnable fortress. And besides today, I've never even been here before. That boy's got a lot of power streaming off of him. I can almost see him, he's burning so bright. It's blurring the air around him. Wait, no, I was mistaken. Strange, the killer looks like you, but isn't. Ember cannot be saved. All within the village, when the time comes, will perish, except one, me. I think you are carrying something which will allow me to survive. He cannot help me in any other way. Okay, so he's a shapeshifter of some sort. And why are only you going to survive? What about the other villagers? Ember's fate is set in stone, but mine is not. However, I will share Ember's fate unless you help me. No one's fate is set in stone. They can turn to the ways of Torm. He'll teach them, and they'll have a happy afterlife if they do pass away. And I'm sorry, Marcus, but you're obviously a doppelganger, and I need everything I have. And I've just realised my visor of true seeing is on Kelgar, who I haven't got. Although we'll be chucking this asshole as soon as possible. Sorry, Marcus, I need everything I have. So be it. Next when you see me, I will be dead. For the sake of Neverwinter, I hope you avoid a similar fate.
Yeah.
Let's chase him down, hold person. Nope, hold person doesn't work,
Follow
does it?
me.
Nope, hold person doesn't work. Examine. This boy is eerily calm, and his eyes seem to look through things rather than at them. Do I have a dispel?
Yes.
What spells do you have, Quara? Not that any of them will work. But out of interest, what do you have? Interesting, I can't cast it on either of them. I understand we can't be casting it on these. Interesting, I can target that on him. Oh, that helps him see invisible, does it? That's not what I want. Oh, he runs out of their village this way, but you can't run that way, mate. That's a fucking dead brick wall. Oh, it actually is a brick wall. Oh, God. Come on, game. Did anyone play that bit? Did anyone not follow him there and see how absurd that is? Still not having the option of investigating the rest of the village for survivors, even though there's at least 2. And the woman who yelled at us about Chandra implied there were more. But that's alright, we'll just leave them and head on to the Githyanki base.
Follow me!
I think this is going to be a combat level. So let's resume my story, which no one is really interested in. I'm going to tell you anyway. The evil cleric ran down into the sewers with his sacrificial bagger of Baal and got wounded and bled on and all the rest by the weirrats to turn himself into a weirrat. So I gave the other... This is obviously massively overpowered, really, because they've got immunity to magical weapons, and most of the world doesn't. So I said that he had to recover all his hit points naturally. He couldn't just cast Cure Light Wounds on himself until he was back to full health. To give the other players an opportunity to defeat him, basically. But they didn't take it. They just sort of stayed in the pub, seeing prostitutes and getting drunk with all their money. Didn't make any effort to track down the cleric, they just left him. The king turned up, which obviously I gave them an opportunity to talk to the king. They didn't seem to care. They just wanted him to go back to where he came from, so that was a missed opportunity. So I said, okay, well, you're the only player that's making any effort to engage. You can have the advantage. You know where we're at, you've got all your hit points back. He came up with a plan. His plan was to find a disused warehouse in the city, because I've probably said before, but they torched down a theatre when it was full of people following a Hillsborough disaster. I think I told that story before. So there were some disused warehouses. Obviously there were lots of dead people, and they haven't found new tenants for the warehouses, and the ones nearest the theatre have just been abandoned. So there were a number of abandoned warehouses, and the weirrats and the cleric of Baal, they set up a nice little ambush. And they sent one of the weirrats in human form to the inn. Said, "Oh no, help me, help me, help me, there are loads of rats in my warehouse." And the player characters, they saw through it, but they went along with it. They went to the warehouse. And there were lots of giant rats in the warehouse. The ranger had tracking skills and he was sensible. He tried to find out what was in the warehouse. I told him there are many tracks of enormous rodent tracks. And they could see a couple of rats running around at the back of the warehouse. Because weird rats are huge, they're not normal size rats. A couple of meters big. And they fell for it. They went right into the middle of the warehouse. They climbed up on the boxes, because there were boxes stacked all around the warehouse. And then the ambush happened, and the cleric pushed all the boxes with the ranger on top of them over, and basically just started hitting him. And just kept hitting him. And the other weirrats, a couple of them managed to flank the ranger. I think there were 6 weirrats, but it's not important. Something completely unfair. The players need a chance to survive. They have to have a chance to come out on top of combat, or it's just not fun. So the ranger was flanked, and basically getting the shit beaten out of him by the cleric and 2 weirrats, but they rolled terribly. So you might be thinking, what about the paladin, the fallen paladin? What's he doing in all this? Because he went to the warehouse as well. Well, he went to the doorway and he got jerky out of his bag and just started eating it. He just watched the cleric of Baal with the sword that he coveted killing his closest and only friend, and stood there and laughed and watched. Let's abandon that story there for now.
Guards, wolves, ambushes, now a dark cave filled with gith. Why are we wasting time over this farm girl again?
Because we need her blood. This is our best chance to open the haven.
No matter how tough this Jarrow haven is to enter, there's a way to pick any lock rather than using the key. Let the gith have her. They'll probably let her go as soon as she opens her big mouth and starts complaining.
I'm sorry, but we have proven that is not true in the last
Vieri
village.
has foretold your coming, Kalakcha. She has sent me to end you.
Well, let's skip the pleasantries. Where is Chandra?
Slay the Kalakcha for Vieri! Vieri!
There's a lot of them.
Handle it! I am not finished here.
Right, let's turn puppet mode on. Form a nice orderly queue.
Red bastard!
Who's for a fight? Come on!
Where are you? You're meant to be moving. Oh, okay, you just glitched. Fine. I'll take it.
Well, look who showed up.
I can do that.
You know nothing, Academy living cantrip casting sop.
Next, you can cast invisibility on Nishka.
I can do that.
And Nishka can run after these guys. Why am I not invisible?
Well, well. Looks like we have some new targets.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Sure, I
I
can
don't
do
know why,
that.
but it didn't.
Attack!
Who's going to be the boss? Who spoke? Sword Stalker. Must be her. Moderate, so we'll pick on her. I could clone her first, couldn't I? Let's clone her. And then debuff her. And then another one. Where's mine? Where's my silver? Oh, she does exist. Where is she? Don't know, because I can't control her. She's like an animal companion. Okay, well you can... If you can... Greater invisibility on yourself. Let's see if we can get away with that. Excellent. Ah, it looks like we cleared that up.
Yeah. Yes?
Oh, why have they summoned a succubus? Who are they fighting? The charmed Githyanki? Charmed by the succubus, presumably. This creature is stunning, statuesque and extraordinarily beautiful, with flawless skin and raven hair. Her form, so tempting, also has an otherworldly side. Large bat wings unfurl from her back, and her eyes glow with sinister desire. Yeah, so... Oh no, we have damaged her.
Hario evolve. Requidi sim.
How can I help?
Zaxis, which is... I wonder if he... No, he's definitely not anything to do with the Helm's horror. But he's foul to the eyes and downright horrific to the nose. A gargantuan terror not of this world. Sword-length spines line this creature's scaled hide. Its arms are thicker than the body of a mortal man and end in massive fists with razor-sharp claws. Wicked teeth line the beast's massive jaw, and judging by the size of its torso, its stomach likely has room to consume you, your companions, and your gear in one meal. So this is currently
Find the
blue.
Gith-Yankee leader and retrieve the shards from her Zaxis. Leave no one alive. As for these newcomers, deal with them.
So yeah, the succubi
I think we've had
are
enough
aligned
of this
with,
one.
not aligned with the Gith-Yankee. Have they charmed us, have they? Looks like it. This looks like it might be quite a hard fight, you know. Maybe I should take some control here.
Attack!
If she had a good way to hide, that would be very useful. And you got greater invisibility, it's just a bit slow. I don't know if there's a meta magic that would let me do that faster. There might be. Interesting. Right, I don't know where everyone is. Everyone get back here.
Attack!
Why are you here? I just told you to get back. Oh, that's back towards the entrance. Look at all these attacks of opportunity I'm triggering. No, don't run away, just cast invisibility.
How can I help?
You have to ask why the succubus invading party didn't trigger that magic trap in the room. Maybe because they spawned into the cave from another dimension further up. But then they'd have to cross it to come back this way, wouldn't they? Towards the entrance. Exit. Is this where I came in then, is it? Got myself turned around there. Yep, I got myself turned around. This is where we uncovered the boss.
I'll take care of this.
You can just have normal bolts.
Abyssal spawn!
There we go.
Listen, when I strike it, it's like the tolling of a bell.
I can still smell the stench of its creator on its surface, running deep into the ore. Why would the Gith keep such a thing, as broken as it is?
Dabra.
We should tear it apart. See if its limbs twitch when cleaved from the body.
Why, it seems one victim has drawn others.
Well, they're obviously not affiliated with the big boss. The man who summoned the horned horror, or whatever it is. It's not really, is it? However, they're not involved with the necromantic cult.
Well, well. Looks like we have some new targets.
I wonder if I can clone that. No. And that's a colossal golem, built from thick metal armour, with a blade for a right arm that is long as an elf is tall. Fortunately for you, this horrible creation doesn't seem active or aggressive at the moment. There must be a control rod somewhere. I wonder if we use it as part of a puzzle.
Well...
Do you have any Dispel? I thought we chose some Dispel type spells. If I haven't, I'll need one next level, I think.
Attack! Neverwinter.
I think this does some divine damage. Should be extra strong against the succubi. Mix the flame and divine. Yeah.
Anything being torn apart by demons is an ally in my book.
This is a construct. Basically, raw elemental matter brought to life through magic. Unlife, given life. If I'm not mistaken, this is a blade golem. It takes a lot of skill to put one of these together. A lot more power than I have.
We fought something like this in Neverwinter, and it fled through a portal.
Obviously, this thing wasn't on the Githyanki side, whatever it was, or those demons, which means there's someone else tracking our movements. How many enemies do you have anyway? There's almost more than I can count.
There's a surprise.
Watch it.
Yeah, there's only
But you
3.
know, seems to me this thing could be worth some coin. Let's take it with us. Sell it off to a wizard.
Yeah, alright. It's a good plan. We'll come back for it after we found Chandra and killed her. We made a blood fist golem out of Chandra. Maybe we could use that to open the haven.
I'll handle this one.
See, I don't know how many rounds we've lost with these guys, but several. But he's still not caught up yet.
Yes?
Oh shit, that's not good. Do I have a restoration spell memorised? Yeah, let's see if that does it. Oh dear. Do I need a proper restoration spell? Oh no. Well, we can always try this.
Yeah. Yes? Entosus form.
Okay, why is everyone else down there? Why are you down here? Go on. Okay, there we go.
Let's end this.
How can I help?
Okay, just let me check how long we've been recording for. 30 minutes-ish. I think we can keep going. Such a rare opportunity, my sisters. A mighty devil, trapped and helpless. Perhaps we can find a way to amuse him, to lessen his suffering. Or perhaps we could convince him to amuse us. What say you, devil? Are we not worthy of your attention? Sisters, it appears this handsome one is immune to our advances. Such a shame, and to be turned away by such indifference. Why, I'm dreadfully hurt. But is he indifferent to pain? That, perhaps, is worthy to test. Shh! We are not alone, sisters.
Hells.
Alright,
Was
I
that
can
all
do
right?
that.
Well, I should have targeted Yanni. No, I think it was okay. Did it work? Yeah, it only works on him, that's annoying. Now it's worked. Don't know why he's not doing anything, or him. Now he's doing something, but it's been at least 3 rounds. Before he moves, he still hasn't moved. Whoops. Right, let's see if I can target anything. There we go. Bishop's not moving. Have I got AI off? Who am I controlling? Oh, the familiar.
Well. Looks like we have some new targets.
Okay, well they don't seem to be doing very much. Well met. I'm grateful to you for ridding me of those nuisances. Careful! There's something strange about this one. He's making my skin itch. It seems you have brought blood of the lower planes with you. Well met to you, Tiefling. Don't talk to me like we're friends. I can smell a trick, so don't try anything, or else you'll be seeing a lot more blood than you expected. I don't trust him any more than you do, Nishka, but follow my lead, okay? Well, alright, but never trusts anyone who's as polite as he is. He gives me the holies. Such prejudices are not uncommon, even in the lower realms. I meant no offence. Regardless of your intent, your actions have benefited me. I wish to help you in return, if you will allow it. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a bloody deal with the devil. Nope, sorry Mr. Devil, but I don't want your help. I would not be so quick to dismiss my offer as of yet. You see, I am not here by choice. I was bound to this circle by the Githyanki, old enemies of yours, I believe. Once bound, I was forced to shake the barrier you see ahead to prevent any trespass. Tell me about the barrier. This barrier is no simple thing of stone, metal, or clever lock. You might as well have just got a lock. Get a lock from that village. Similar to the Githyanki portals, this barrier exists outside this plane. It has been shaped into an extra-dimensional wall through which nothing may pass. It cannot be dispelled, but my presence here feeds it and allows it to maintain its shape. If you were to banish me, however, it would resume its natural shape, a tiny sphere, far less of an obstruction than the wall ahead. Okay, so he wants us to banish him. So the Githyanki have him trapped, but in return, he's created this barrier, so they're in a stalemate. I mean, banishing him sounds like a good thing. It doesn't sound like we're getting tricked, does it? Is there no other way to destroy that barrier? Well, clearly he'll say no, because he's a devil and he wants what he wants, doesn't he? But equally, he is a devil. It almost certainly is a trick. Find someone else to trick, I'm not in the mood. Perhaps you know little of my kind, but when a bargain is sealed, we are bound to it, just as I am bound to this circle. And by my offer of assistance, I am placing myself at your mercy. Even trust has its uses. Yeah, alright, so what's the catch? You can banish me by speaking my true name, and of course, I will need your promise that you will use it only to banish me. This agreement will be as binding as this circle. If you have any doubts, please know that I only wish free passage for us both. Do you agree? There is not an option to say no. Okay, we've got 4 options. Yes. Yes. I guess this... No, because you're still saying yes, you're just lying. So this is yes. And then I agree. So we've got 4 options to say yes. No options to say no. So I might as well just agree. Now listen carefully. My true name is Mufazim. Speak my name and say, I command you to be banished from this plane. Interesting. Would it be nice for being able to say no? But we can ask him some questions, which isn't using his name, which is what we promised to use it for, so that's fine. That isn't dishonest, that's straightforward, that's telling the truth. We can do what he asked of us, or we can try and be clever and trick him into doing something else, but obviously we're not going to do that, because not only is it dishonest, it's probably not even going to work. So before I free you, which I've agreed to do, I just have a few questions for you first. There is little time for such questions, but enough. What is it you wish to know? Have you seen any... No, we don't care about Chandra, that's not our priority. What can you tell me about yourself? I am a devil native to Stygia, the 5th lair of the 9 hells of Bartor, and servant of the Still Lord. Okay, I know what Bartor is. It's the one of the planes. Lawful good. Lawful evil, even. Not lawful good. The Still Lord? The Still Lord is my master. Through his command, I bring about change in the depths, through word or blood. It is through service to him that a higher purpose is achieved, though that has little to do with your troubles at present. Okay, yeah, I saw a man who summoned the demons. He was massive. Do you know who he is? I do not, but to command an army of demons requires considerable power for a mortal. Oh yeah, Zaxis is the massive one. He sent Zaxis after some shards. Why would he want the shards? I cannot say. If I were to guess, I would say he either seeks to use their power to achieve his ends, or he wants to prevent them being used against him. I want to know about Zieri. Zieri leads the Githyanki and their minions that you have been trying to reclaim the shards you carry from. No, they're trying to... She has some. Ah well, we both got shards. We're both trying to claim the other. She lies ahead in the inner chamber of this complex. Zieri commands her forces through a portal between your world and the astral plane. Ah, so we're off to the astral plane, are we? How can I stop Zieri? Zieri is old. Ancient by your measure, but her body has not aged because the astral plane is timeless. While she remains there, she will retain the strength of her youth. The key to defeating her is to lure her into the material plane, where her body will instantly age, perhaps to the point where she will be unable to defend herself. Ah, thank you, Devil. How do I lure her through a portal? You must either anger her enough to confront you, or find a way to collapse the portal. It is an extra-dimensional door, so doing so will not be easy. Mate, we can't even open doors in a little farming village. We'll go try and anger her. However, how would one collapse a portal? Zieri's will holds the portal open. If she is destroyed, the portal will close. It has cost the Githyanki much in time, power and soldiers to erect such a portal. Once destroyed, they will be hard-pressed to make another, and if they attempt it, it will most likely be too late to serve their purposes. Do you know why Zieri is after the shards? The shards you carry are pieces of one of their precious silver swords. Zieri is a sword stalker, whose duty it is to seek out missing silver swords. Well, we know why she commands through the portal, so she doesn't age so much and die. Finally, I'm not really that fussed, but have you seen a human girl called Chandra pass through here? And did she have blood in her? She came this way, yes. Born on the backs of the Githyanki. She now lies ahead in Zieri's hands. Do you know what they're planning to do to her? She will be tortured. Zieri will flay the thoughts from her until she is a shell, then sacrifice her, according to Githyanki custom. Are you sure that's right, Devil? But between you and Zieri lies a Tanari, a demon called Zaxis, and he will do everything in his power to stop you. So tell me about Zaxis. Zaxis is a powerful but otherwise unremarkable Hezro Tanari. If you seek to pass through the inner chamber of the complex, you will have to face him. Fortunately, if you do defeat Zaxis, the minions that he has brought with him will be banished back to the Abyss along with him, and you can continue on unimpeded. How can I defeat Zaxis? Zaxis, like most Hezros, relies on melee combat, where his brute strength and noxious stench can overcome weaker opponents. The best way to defeat him is to keep your distance. If you have anything to protect yourself from poison, I would keep it ready. And why is he after the shards? He has been commanded to. I doubt Zaxis has given the shards much thought, only his master has. And is Zaxis his true name? No, that is a name he uses among others of his kind. I do not know his true name, though it may be possible to learn it from him. How would I learn his true name? Not an easy feat. To learn the true name of a being, you usually have to put them in quite a compromising position, such as the one I am in. Okay, let's try and get back to asking how the Githyanki passed through this portal. How did the Githyanki pass you by if the barrier was up? Because the Githyanki did not order the shaping of the barrier. Zaxis did. When Zaxis arrived, he devoured the soul of the Githyanki who summoned me. In so doing, Zaxis gained control of me, and he forced me to seal the way ahead. Okay. Right, that's useful. Okay, I'm ready to banish you now, Devil. Very well. Invoke my true name and release me from this plane. Mephazim, I command you to be banished from this plane. At last, I feel the circle unravelling, and look, the barrier relaxes into its normal shape as promised. I shall call it to me, so you might see. Look, barely a pebble, and an obstruction no more. Here, keep it. It may be of use in the time between our next meeting. Next meeting? Not if we can help it. Ah, would you that you were able to, little one? We will meet again. That didn't seem to go too badly. But I'm sure we will find out the consequences of that next episode. Thank you for watching. Come back for some more, actually, fairly fun Neverwinter Nights 2.